he was standing looking at Goliath. Look at what Goliath did. As soon as Goliath started, he looked at him, he started laughing. He said, this small boy that said they set after me, after I killed, slaughter, taking many lives. This one. Do you know what the young man did? Goliath looked at him and said, I curse you in the name of my gods. Now, David discovered one thing. As soon as Goliath said, I curse you in the name of my gods, he said, oh, this is a secret. This is what this man has been using to defeat the children of Israel. There are secrets. Yes, sir. Until you know the secret of prosperity, you cannot become prosperous. There are secrets. Until you know the secret of power, you cannot carry power. There are secrets. Until you know the secret of victory, you cannot be victorious. There are secrets. Until you know the secret of marriage, you cannot remain married. You cannot remain married. People are married, but they are not married. A woman who is married, she's still with her husband. No breakup. Even when there are problems, they know how to manage themselves. Am I saying something now? Yes, and David looked at him and said, Goliath, today I will show you who I am. He said, I call you small boy, I will cut your head, I'll give you the bells. Give to the lions, they will eat and will feed on your head. And they look at it, so you don't know me. I've been in the bush training. I've been on beside the bush training. I've engaged in so many training. I've learned how to fight both small and big. Those animals, non-levities and evil levities. I even fought evil spirits. Far back when I'm in the bush, I know how they used to come evil spirits at night to attack me. I know what I tell them. He said, David, you don't know me. You see me, I'm buried to the tallest in Philistines. And nobody I cannot remove his head. With my hand, I will remove your head. I curse you. And then look at it. Say, you can't curse me. I come against you in the name of the God of my father, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He said, today I will cut your head. I will give to the birds of the air. When Goliath cursed him with the name of his God, look at what David did. He replied. Many Christians don't know how to reply. They don't know how to reply. Somebody is giving you nonsense to your face. You are looking at the person. Reply! Right from the time of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violence. Only the violent one take it by force. Somebody is telling you are going to die. Reply! Poverty in this family. Tell them! I am not among. Everybody in this family is the same. Tell them! No! I came from a different family. I belong to the family of Christ. I have the Zoe life of God in me. Although this might be very rough right now. Although I'm not have a vehicle, I'm not have a house, a woman right now. I am from a different family with a different spirit. You got your NDHID. Reply, come on. I'm not coming back home. Don't wait for me. Don't expect me. I'm coming back home to sit at home. Before you know, I'm going to get a job. Before you know, I will get married. Before you know, I will call you mommy, daddy. Come and take care of my baby. Before you know, I will travel to the country. It is not my qualification. When ever qualify me, I don't need men qualification. When God approves me, I don't need men approvals. When God blesses me, I don't need men's blessings. What do you need in life is God's blessing. When God blesses you, men have no option to bless you. Did I just say something? That is why those who run after men, they become men. Those who run after God, they become gods. Did you get what I said? Yes, the Lord said to me, said, son, woe to him that put trust in men. I said, do you mean, sir? He said, son, let it be known to you from today that any man that trusts in any harm of the flesh will fail. That is why sometimes some of you trust your pastors, you trust your cousin, your uncle. At the dying minute, they fall you. At the dying minute, coming after your ending, after your HID, when you call, they say, do I know you before? That is your brother, or the same father, the same mother. You ask him again, say, brother, I'm here. It not be you, I be Patrick, you, I don't know you, don't call this line again. God is trying to teach you that those who trust in men will fail, but those who put their trust in God will not fail. Am I saying something to you? I often say it, I said right from my 16 years, I left my parents. I've been on my own, not the dates. They don't know what I do. They don't know how I live. As a matter of fact, they said to me, go. And my mom and dad look at me one day, my dad, and said, go, then you know what you want to become. And I look at myself. That is why sometimes when I see people giving excuse why they fail, I pity them. Listen to me, you have no excuse to give why you fail. If you have no excuse, even your father should have money excuse, 100 excuse to give why he failed. But your father saw the same thing. His colleagues, his mates in the village saw. He refused to step down. He refused to remain in poverty. Look at, when there was no education, your father got education. When there was no money, your father got money. When there was no car, your father struggled to beat his way through. You have nothing to tell anybody why you are a failure. Are you hearing me? I'm here to say to you that you have nothing to tell anybody. Hear me, whether they promise you before, they did not give you again. You have nothing to tell anybody. Whether they said they are going to marry you before, they did not marry again. You have nothing to tell anybody. Whether they told you will take you out of the country, overseas, at the end of the day, after your visa and passport, they said no money. You have nothing to tell anybody. That is why you have to look out to the east. Where cometh your help? Your help come from Jehovah, who created the heaven and the earth. He said upon Mount Zion, that shall be deliverance. Look up to God. Is the only one who cannot fail you. Is the only one who cannot let you down. When your father, your mother forsake you, there is only one person that will not let you down. His name is Jehovah God. Am I say something here? The Lord taught me by phone. God started teaching me through phone. One day, I was sitting down. There's somebody I was expecting something from. And what the person promised to give me clothes. I waited, did not give me. So I started calling the person. At the time, he will switch off the phone on me. Sometimes he will not pick. The Lord said something. He said, son, if you don't learn how to depend on me because I called you. I called you. Man did not call you. Now look at what God said. He said, men supply cannot last. When God is your supplier, you don't run for shortage. Check a young girl, check a young man who's trust in the Lord. You are not looking for how to make up. Your beauty is in the Lord. I say something to someone here. To hear from God is to shine on earth. And to hear from above is to stay on top. To hear from God is to shine on earth. And to hear from above is to stay on top. You want to stay on top? You want to stay on top? Now look, I wrote something here. I said the difference between good and dear and God and dear. Let me take it again. I said the difference between good and dear and God and dear is that good and dear may come to pass. Good and dear may come to pass. M-A-Y. May. That means it's other probability. Am I talking to somebody here? It's other condition. Good and dear is other condition. It may come to pass. Now look at what God and dear say. The God and dear must come to pass. If God initiates it, it will bring it to pass. But if a man does it may other probability come to what? Pass. Now the question is that how do I enjoy divine direction? How do I enjoy what? Divine direction. Now look, determination and passion is what you need. Determination and what? Passion. Determination and what? Passion. If you want to enjoy divine direction, you must have determination and what? Passion. Now I wrote something here. I said, for instance, before you find a lady you want to marry, can I say something to you here? Can I say something to you? Listen very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. This is very important. Don't marry before you find your purpose in life. Find your purpose before you marry.